One.
One.
And like,
Hey,
how you doing?
Cannibal.
All right.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing
Hey, how
good.
you doing? How you doing?
So last week, and by last week I mean 2 weeks ago, and by 2 weeks ago I mean 14 days ago. And by 14 days ago I mean 336 hours ago.
We get it.
And by
We get it.
336 hours ago I
Son, we get it. Move on.
and by that I mean last time you guys fought the one, the only, the lonesome, the monstrous, the abominable Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, yeah. I have a cursed item on my head right now. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I wrote that out, I went all the way out to the seconds. The actual cannibal had to be nerfed to keep you guys from needing to be rescued. But by the mere fact that I brought up the backup plan, Misha has a serious reason to suspect that a rather large threat, one of the few A tier heroes to not aspire for S tier, one Theodore, Master of the Hunt, is in these woods. And I'm just going to show you his
And we have
sheet
this
in
dude's
case I have it.
bones.
Yep, show the player.
Teddy Roosevelt.
It is
This-
just Teddy Roosevelt.
This man. If Victor was a regular person, this man would be his hero.
Yes.
Right here.
I
That's
named
just-
the frog Theodore once.
Listen, I'm not
That's a
saying
good frog name.
It was a great
I'm
frog.
not saying that. I'm not saying that that I like heroes or nothing, but real recognizes real.
Real recognizes real. But that's just reasonable suspicion, and you have no concrete proof beyond maybe a shot or two echoing in the night that isn't coming from one of Victor's guns. But after that first night where Victor slapped? What the fuck? That says slept. I wrote slept. It says the word slept. I just said it wrong. He slept rather restlessly, uncharacteristically tossing and turning in his sleep. And when he woke up, he did something rather weird. He took a bite of his own arm and
Damn right I did.
went from tired and pale to genuinely young looking. No bags under his eyes, his skin practically glowing. And if he wasn't covered up, and if he were to uncover himself, he would be the spitting image of his father.
Hot with white hair.
Yeah, hot with white hair instead of Tony's brown hair. And he no longer, and his clothes no longer feel as stuffy, so he would probably be comfortable throwing everything back on. So how long after you finish that rest are you going to head out for the day? Like, how long does it take you to get up and going?
I don't know, probably an hour at most.
An hour at most? I'm hearing
At most.
Yeah, at most.
an hour,
Victor doesn't really carry a lot of shit, so like literally he only has like 7 things in his fucking inventory.
Well, as you're going along, at about the 4-hour mark, it begins to rain, and about the 7-hour mark, something odd happens. Victor, make a Constitution save.
Oh, good heavens! It's a +3 to con. What are the things for this thing that I'm wearing on my head again? What are the stats for it again? I can't remember. Crown of the Undying Queen. Okay, it doesn't do anything. This roll, so Wolf.
Victor hits the ground, passing out in the middle of the road, utterly and suddenly.
He
At
just,
the middle of the
smacks the
7th
floor out of nowhere.
He just passes out and smacks the floor out of nowhere.
Literally one drop of rain touches Victor's head.
No, it's been raining for a few hours at this point.
And he just falls over.
And he goes from you might have would you have been mid conversation even?
Yeah, so like Tony So Tony is like, "Oh, Vinny, Vito, you can't just shoot people in broad daylight." I'm like, "Why, Pop?"
uh,
Misha going, oh, thank God he finally shut up.
how's everyone else reacting to Victor suddenly passing out?
It is.
I'm gonna say Pluto like just leans down and grabs him by his hair and like, lifts his head up just to drop back down to see if he's awake.
Wait, say again? Modelo. Wait, no, you've got a bit of static, and that's hard to hear you.
I said that. Oh, like it's my phone. I said that Pluto would just crouch down next to him and like grab his hair like by the back of his head and like lift his head up to see if he was awake or if he was just like weak.
He is.
Just drop it
He's
back
out.
down.
He's out cold.
I'm not carrying him.
Honestly, I think I have the strongest strength modifier. So like,
Sure.
I have a +0 to strength. Thank you very much.
+1.
So
I'm pretty sure someone has a -1.
Probably me.
No, I know that it's Vincent. He's got a -2, and you've got 0.
I find it funny that
Yeah,
Vincent
no.
is so pathetically weak. Anyway, I'm not carrying him. Look, our options right now are either sit here and wait for him to eventually wake up, or leave him behind. And my vote
Can we see
is
why
leave
he
him
fell?
behind. He'll be fine. He's got those shiny metal contraption gun thingies.
Are you? Guns are a normal thing in this setting. Are you just making fun of him?
Yes.
Okay. Well, just about 4 minutes have passed, and after 4 minutes passing, Victor wakes back up.
Oh.
Regardless of whether or not he
brings
wants.
back to his feet, continues the sentence he was going on with, like nothing happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
But that youthful glow, and he's back to how he looked before. He's back to how he looked immediately after putting the crown on. He looks tired. He feels tired. And again, with all those clothes on and the rain, your clothes feel really just stuffy.
Victor looks down sullenly at his arm again, like, no, please, no.
And you are very hungry.
Everyone turn away. I don't want you to look at this.
But your arm looks a lot less appetizing than it did the last time. Are you taking another bite of your arm?
I'm gonna do the other arm this time.
The other arm?
Maybe that one
right.
will be more appetizing.
Make a strength check.
Strength check. Oof.
You aren't able to actually. You're able to pierce your skin, but you're not able to pierce your full, the meat of your arm, and you can't really rip the bite off. So you just draw blood, and now your arm's covered in blood, now your mouth's covered in blood. And it's your blood, so it tastes weird than regular blood. Ugh.
Yeah.
Misha's in here. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if you must know, Since I've put this crown on, I've been feeling really fucking hungry, guys. Like, unusually hungry.
So eat some of your rations. That's what they're there for.
No. Like,
Is 3? I think everyone should roll history right now.
Rolling history.
I'm rolling low today.
God damn.
Wow.
Can I roll again? Because I'm
You
wearing
rolled the
fucking
wrong
thing?
thing. You rolled the wrong thing.
Oh, wait.
So yeah.
My bad. Let's
There
go.
you go.
That 20 with a -1. So we got that rare green. You had disadvantage on that check.
Oh,
Throw it
right.
again.
I did.
Ooh.
History.
Throw it.
It's
14.
Still the best.
14 is still enough for you, and considering that you would have, well, you're around an old nerd, and old nerds tend to know a lot of things. So you remember your father mentioning in passing that before discovering the actual way of becoming a lich, the Dread Queen Andara was a ruthless cannibal, and she'd eat anyone and anybody that wronged her, anybody that she thought, or anyone that people she thought was weak, people she thought were strong. She'd eat anybody, and she ate a lot of people in her life. Especially since after achieving lichdom, she didn't stop eating people.
Well, I am officially wearing the frown of the cannibalistic queen, is what I'm going to refer to this thing.
And other than Victor fainting and being tired again when he wakes up, nothing of note happens that day besides the rain starting. Just checking some passives. Would you look at that? Misha, you notice that Victor's eyes have lost focus quite a bit today, even if he hasn't made mention of it.
I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do about that.
It's just something to notice. Oh, I know what token I can use to represent. So, nothing really happens other than it begins to rain. And I've already said this. So, second day of travel comes and goes, where the only thing that happens is Victor passes out. And at about the 6-hour mark on your third day of travel, the forest opens up. And very suddenly, a small city lays before you. This is, of course, your destination, Oozemont.
This might be bad.
Just outside the city wall.
I might eat somebody.
Just outside the city wall, which is no feet at its highest and no less than 10 feet at its lowest, is a familiar building. The Villains Guild Commons.
Hey!
And standing outside the Commons, I'd say it's about there. It's a few hundred feet from the main gate. Standing outside is just the man you're looking to turn the trader's head to, Tony, wearing I wrote down conquistador armor, but what I was thinking of was he's got his regular clothes on, but on top of it he's got this beautiful gilded breastplate with some intricate designs. And he's kind of just standing in the middle of the road, eyes closed, looking at the sky, seemingly just enjoying the rain. And Are any of you making any sort of effort to hide yourself as you travel, or are you just walking?
Victor doesn't know what's happening to him, so like.
Pluto naturally just tries to hide herself when she's walking.
Okay.
I've got
Not
a
as many.
passive stealth of 18, so
Yeah, I'm seeing some big passive stealth in the group.
probably
The
because
only-
we're all villains and we need to hide constantly.
No, okay, I've got passives of 12 for both Pluto and Vincent, but seeing as that Pluto would be actively trying, why don't you make a stealth check?
I don't think it's gonna be good, but let's do that.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
I'll find it eventually. Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
You're not that good at hiding yourself from literal vampires. It's kind of
Jojo, can you roll
Me?
one for me?
roll
Yeah.
one for you. Okay,
Yes.
I will roll one using your modifier.
Sounds cool.
You too are not able to escape Tony's notice, and also, Victor, hold on. Let me check what I actually set his passive perception to. Oh shit! No,
42.
Victor also needs to roll. Not 42. Jesus Christ.
He is the all-seeing vamp.
Oh, nice.
He's all-
When he notices
Perception of
Pluto,
infinite.
when he notices he manages to notice when he notices Pluto and Vincent, and you rolled a 10, by the way, Vincent.
Good. Get the shitty rolls out of the way now.
Well, when he notices the two of you, seemingly without even opening his eyes, his face turns to an expression of bewilderment and pleasant surprise, and he genuinely turns to face you, and his head sort of rolls down, and he opens his eyes. Hey, you're early. I was expecting you guys to
Early?
take a week at least. So you found him?
Yeah, we found him. Well, what's
You got
left
his
of
head?
him? Got his head. Who has his head?
I think I was holding on to his head.
I have his kneecap, so I'm pretty sure.
Wait, we might have his
Wait,
head.
are we
then.
talking about
Well,
the
Nisha's
cannibal
head.
or the traitor?
The
Oh,
traitor.
yeah, huh.
Oh, the traitor.
He doesn't know about the cannibal. He knows about the traitor.
Wait, how many heads do we have?
Apparently,
Two, the traitor
enough.
and the cannibal.
2. Yeah, about 2.
I want to collect more.
We apparently have enough heads to cause confusion among the party.
And the confusion among the party. So you found his head, right?
Pretty sure Pluto has his head.
Yeah,
It's not Pluto.
Yeah, I think Pluto would have his head because if Misha had it, she would have eaten it by now.
Yeah, I remember you asking if someone would hold it, and Pluto elected to.
All right. Well, why don't we head inside? Because I'm sure you guys aren't as fond of the rain as I am, and we can.
It's been raining for like 2.5 days at this point.
A day and a half at this point.
Still,
Actually,
Rain?
Actually, 26 hours at this point because I said hour 4, like 27 hours. It's been raining for a minute, and you can just when he walks off, you can see that the spot he was standing in was dry.
Beautiful.
have you been standing here for
You gotta
2
teach
days?
me your ways.
He stood there, just enjoying the rain for over a day.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it.
The spot he was
Misha,
standing
you are
in is
literal
dry.
liquid.
I
The
know.
spot
and
he
how do you
was
think-
standing in
What
was
do you-
dry. You stood there, just letting the rain wash over his face for a day.
Look, I know my body is mostly liquid. What the fuck do you think happens when too much water gets mixed in with that shit? It starts diluting.
You get kind of this.
Slosh.
While I appreciate the
Slosh.
semi-transparency I get from it, I don't like it.
Wait, so Misha doesn't like rain. Victor doesn't like rain.
Well, it's not that Victor doesn't like rain. It's that he's wearing a weird fucking cursed item on his head that
Oh yeah, huh?
probably did some shit to him. He's like, nah.
Meh.
Yeah, you got out of the food when you got
Don't mind the
that.
rain.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in this group except maybe Pluto is the one are going to be singing in the rain.
Pluto absolutely loves the rain.
Victor is currently nonplussed by rain, but he could stand rain. He actually appreciates a good thunderstorm.
Well, good. You keep your thunderstorms far away from me.
Anyway, we're following Tony.
You following Tony?
Jojo.
Oh no, we lost him.
Oh no.
DM down.
Oh no, Jojo!
Jojo!
Oh shit. We really lost him. Alright, well, while he's having whatever issues he's having, JoJo's completely disconnected. Anyway, while he's dealing with whatever issues he's having, I have to take care of my dinner plate, and I'm gonna grab a do or something. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Oh, there goes Victor.
Oh no, I'm still here. I'm still here.
No, it's just your name always pops in and out.
Yep. As it do. As it do. Oh, he's back.
Hello?
Hello.
My internet went out.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yep. What was the last thing you guys heard me say?
Well, we started talking about who was good in the rain and shit. So the last thing we actually heard from you was Misha gets viscous.
Alright. Give me just a minute to let everyone know that I'm restarting.
Does viscous mean thick or thin?
So, more viscous is more thick. It's company to resistance to flow.
Here I would think mixing ooze with water would make it thinner.
But yes, I said less viscous.
Yeah.
So she's more jiggly.
More jiggly. Yes. Misha has become more jiggly over the last 2 days.
From now on, I'm calling her Jigglypuff.
Like hell you will.
It's your funeral, as Dende would say.
No.
Jigglypuff, let's go.
It's your...
I choose you.
I'm going to call you Little Green. Your funeral. I like you.
I like you.
Alright. Well, it's a good thing I wasn't planning on actually needing Roll20 for this.
It's a very good thing. I'm hoping we don't have a bunch of maps to go to either.
We don't.
Sweet.
I didn't make any. I made Oozemont, and that's it.
All right, Liddy, let's go. Yeah. So we follow Tony into the. Wait, does he close the door on Misha and I because our stealths were like really fucking? Or
No.
Misha's passive stealth is high, and then
Don't follow Cody. That's like one of our number one rules. Don't follow Cody. Don't follow Cody. There's no one in our group named Cody, so no. No.
No, we have someone named Jigglypuff though.
I will ensure
Sure,
you
King.
die the next combat we
All
have,
right.
and I will make it look like an accident.
Victor is just Victor is honestly just happy that it's somebody else this time.
Tony opened his.
Well, we all know Victor can't stand in the fucking rain.
Would have taken notice of the
I'm
other
sorry, what?
of the good stealth checks. Sorry, I'm struggling with this cheese. 'Cause I'm holding my phone in one hand. No, he wouldn't have closed. He would have brought everybody in. And so, you guys go in. And he kind of takes you to a little room. He's started to convert into an office space for himself.
No place like home. I'm gonna go sit in his chair.
When
Oh my
Vincent says we all know Victor can't stand the rain, he's just. I'm sorry. What did you say? I can't. I haven't been paying attention for the past 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wait, you were paying attention before then?
Yeah, here and there.
He's too broke.
Lies.
To pay attention.
What are we talking about right now?
Oh,
Well-
don't worry about it. We were just mentioning about how you're just about as sharp as a bowling ball. It's fine.
Yeah, the only thing he inherited.
I
from
haven't
his-
gone bowling in a minute.
Point proven. Anyway,
Well, we can tell you didn't inherit the brains from your dad.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
I would have taught him all the spells. I would have been in absolute terror as a child. Imagine your little kid was running around throwing fireballs everywhere. It would have
Honestly, it's probably
Sounds
better
like
for
a
the
good
world
time to
that probably better for the world that I didn't end up being a spellcaster. Ooh, that would have been bad.
indeed.
Bad for business, bad for the world. Just wouldn't be good in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, Pops, head. I also got something on my head that I'm not really appreciative of, but we can get to that later.
I mean, then we can make that next on the docket, but let's take care of what you came here for.
Yeah.
See his head.
well, you heard the man. Give him his head.
Yeah. Go on,
Hey, Mommy,
Pluto.
shut-
Give it to him.
Misha doesn't have the head. Why are you talking to me?
I said Pluto.
Not you.
All right, so I'm assuming you eventually hand over his head once you figure out who actually has it. And
Pluto.
and when Pluto hands over the head, Tony's not, he's unfazed. He's held plenty of severed heads in his life, but he looks kind of.
Looks kind of what?
He looks kind. Sorry, my I just had to restart the router.
Oh, sweet.
All right. He looks a little confused. I didn't know she was. Shit. I know who it was beforehand. Though I guess I also didn't know who it was beforehand, because I thought you were gonna go kill somebody else. You at least interrogated her, right?
Yeah. She wasn't real
Any of it?
big on yeah, she wasn't very performative, Pops. I gotta be honest.
She was low man on the totem pole.
Though we did get some information.
Who did she? You at least got her who she's working for, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah?
And who was it?
We didn't from her. We got it from the two bozos that ran into after us after we offed the fucking cunt.
Two bozos.
Yeah, two bozos.
Only two?
Napple
Only two.
and Bonnie.
Cunt.
Napple.
Yeah, cunt.
No.
Cunt. Yeah, cunt. Excuse me, Vinny. Excuse me.
What kind of a name is Napple?
Obviously, a stupid as shit one.
He was not the
He
brightest.
must have come up with it on his own because I can't think of where that name could have come from. Anyways, who were they working for?
They were working for an A-class hero.
An A class. I didn't say
Yeah.
there was
He was
any
an
fucking
A-class, right?
A-class heroes. No, he's B class, but you have reason to suspect that he's acting with the influence of an A class.
Okay.
Or is an A class. Can you? I'm looking for a name because I sent her to somebody specific, and if she's not spying on that person, then yeah, she was working for that person, and was probably feeding him the flawed information I was giving her to feed to the person she was supposed to be spying on.
Well,
A class.
from the information we've gathered, she was working for a hero with A-class. What's the word I'm looking for?
Influence.
With
Influence.
A-class influence. An old companion of mine goes by the name of Spade.
All right, then you have you squashed an ant I didn't know was there. He sets the. Oh shit! I forgot how much she was supposed to give you. You guys remember how much he said he was going to give you?
Nope. I don't know. Let's look on the previously on sheet.
It's not there. You're looking at the same sheet I'm looking at, right? Not much to go off of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should write more in here.
We should. I will just look up that session.
Please
I'll
hold.
do it. Please hold. See if he said a name. Let's see. Evil.
Wait, we should probably also bring out the fucking swords, right?
Yeah, you got a lot of things you can show. A fence?
Yeah, we got a fence around here that we can.
People trust my goods.
What?
People trust my goods. What are you trying to fence off?
Yeah.
Huh?
It pops, puts the sword down.
Oh, hey! I knew someone who had one of these.
Don't we have a total of like 7 in the party?
Is an arsenical blade. And he balances it on his finger by the tip, and it he can just instantly, and he already knew the balance. Is the thing he instantly balances it. And this is, oh yeah, this is real shit. So which caravan company made the mistake of going into the Barren Lands this time, huh?
Actually, we have no idea. Vinny here bombed the poor.
Well, no, we know who they were.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, no.
It's in previously on
the rock.
The Cobalt Caravan.
The Cobalt Caravan.
Or the Cobalt Caravan Company, I think, was the full name.
Yeah.
The Cobalt, but they're just called the Cobalt Caravan. Let's see.
A rat-looking man who thinks Pluto is looking to catch hands is buying loose kneecaps.
I'm just trying to.
But yeah, let's just say there were some unexpected pyrotechnics.
That's always fun.
They weren't unexpected. We should always expect them with me. Truth be told.
Weren't you just trying to cast some minor suggestion spell?
No.
Trying to make you.
Vinny,
Oh,
I
man.
was trying to influence the powers of chaos, and well, it turned chaotic.
Haha, you guys. I used to travel with a guy like you. It was oh man, that's good
I
time.
lived with this man for 40 fucking years. I know what influencing the powers of chaos look like.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure an act of terrorism is exactly what I would have gone for there, but if that's what floats your boat.
If it works, it works.
How many of these did you manage to scrape up, huh?
Yeah, I think we managed to get 7.
6.
Because I know
6 between all of you?
I
got
have
2
one.
of them.
I was gonna say I thought Misha managed to grab like 4.
I managed to grab 2 because I did I rolled really high on my runaway and performance and rolling to get 2 blades acts.
I think I had 1.
Well, I can open everyone's character sheets.
Nah,
Well,
you
they're
ain't gonna
not-
find it because
they're
I don't
not
put
on our
shit in my.
character sheets.
I don't put shit in my inventory, bud.
2 on Vincent.
There aren't any on mine. I didn't
Yeah,
put them
one
in
on
my character
Vincent.
sheet. I have an upgraded hunting trap.
I haven't changed my character sheet since I created this character.
Oh, yeah, you have 1, and it's just got an attack for it, and your attack bonus is 2. Yours.
I've got 2. The other one is that glow blade. I
Right,
just
right,
didn't put names in.
You had an attack for the arsenical blade.
Yeah, because I was using arsenic blade.
I think it was 6. Oh wait, hold on. I would have had it in my script. Unless I improvised that. Did I really actually manage to improvise that? Chasing domestic cats. Not seeing any names. Tim's going through the first session again. See,
Yeah.
no, you didn't say a number. He gives each of you 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
Let's go. I feel rich as fuck now.
10,000 gold pieces for.
Oh, for turning in the head, for turning in the
Okay.
And that's
for the
or
each,
total?
yeah.
Oh boy.
No, each.
I have to now put brackets around my gold pieces. Otherwise, my total weight shoots way above my total carry weight.
What is your
I
total
am
weight without the
dying.
brackets?
294.93.
Mine was 230.
And with it, it's 90.75. So there's over 200 pounds of gold here.
Yeah. You would actually hand it to you as 1,000 platinum pieces each. but it's the math is all done in gold pieces.
No, that brings me up to 114 pounds.
Yeah. And how much were they asking for those swords? Because I'm gonna keep one and flip the others, but I can't. But if you're when you're fencing goods, you can't go too far above market price, or you can't go too high or low above. You have to stay near market price,
He was
Otherwise,
asking
it's
for a lot of
suspicious.
money for them. I can't remember how much
He was.
exactly.
He was asking for a lot of fucking money.
I think it was 1,500 gold pieces per fucking blade.
Yeah, he was asking
1,500
for,
gold pieces for.
he was asking for a lot of money for those things.
Honestly, guys, we shouldn't be saying a lie. This man just gave us 10,000 easily, but each of us.
Yeah, that's not a lot for me, but I know what's going on here. That's relative value. That's quite a bit. I wouldn't pay more than 800 for one of these.
Yeah, I was gonna say 750 to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Cobalt Caravan Company. It says it on the description of the arsenical blade. But if they're charging 1,500 for them, all right, I'll give you that 1,500 for the first one, and 1,100 for each additional. And you said you guys had 6 of them?
Yeah.
Let me double check. No, because you had Pluto didn't pick up any because she was playing the part, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But other than that, let's see. I know. So Vincent got 1, Victor got 2, and Misha got 4. So he's gonna buy Vincent's 1 for 1,500. And then 1,100 each for the remaining ones. That's
2,200 for me.
Yep. And he would still be doing this in platinum pieces.
I'm just.
He throws platinum pieces around the way. You notice that he holds them the same way someone would pennies. Just kind of.
I'm just putting it all in gold because that is easier.
Yeah, it's easier. It's easier for the math, but he would give you the platinum pieces because he would have it in platinum pieces on hand.
Wait, how much?
Remember 5 seconds ago when Misha was like, he's too broke for that. I feel rich as fuck right now.
Misha's got you beat by a cool 5K.
What is that? 660
right
platinum? Yeah, I'm
660
I'm auto converting it to platinum right now because I can't hold that much gold.
Yeah, well, it's already in platinum.
Oh yay!
Because he's like I said, he throws platinum pieces around the way a normal person throws pennies around.
Jesus Christ!
Like he's the head of a massive drug operation. He's got enough going for him that he can openly be a vampire and not be just immediately murdered for it.
Pops, I'm buying so many gun parts right now.
Speaking of which, while we've got you here, your son here put on a crown. He's been acting funny ever since. Can you take a look at it for us?
Wait, what? What are we talking about? I heard son, and we're in the.
Shut the fuck up! Nobody's talking.
Your whack ass strip.
Huh?
Your whack ass strip, Vito. Let me. Why don't you take a step closer and I'll take a look at it.
He just falls over.
And he grabs the. When he's. How tall did I say he was?
About
taller
that
than
tall.
me, probably.
Yeah, he is taller than you. I did not.
I'm only 5'3".
He's 6'1".
5'1". I'm 5'1". I am 5'1".
Yeah, he's got the whole foot on you, and so like he moves your head around, and like the movements are quick, but they're not sharp. And he takes a good look at it, and like, and he and like the last thing he does is he puts your head out to arm's length, and with his right hand he rears up a slap. He open, palm open. You see it. You see a little ball of energy form in his hand, and he smacks the crown right in the middle. Which is why he was holding your head in place so that it wouldn't hurt.
That was startling.
Yeah, but it wasn't injuring.
No.
All right.
Startled.
And and where did you get this? Just out in the middle of the woods?
We found a cannibal who was weighing it, and his bones turned into fucking what was it?
Misha's just gonna pull one out because
Onyx?
I'm fairly certain we brought the whole skeleton with us to sell because turned into this stuff.
Ooh, this is black onyx.
The crown still on my head.
Yeah, no, it's still on your head. You didn't take it off. He can't. He didn't. He was doing some experimentation. You didn't say that you wanted him to take the crown off. You said you wanted it. You basically said that you put it on, and that you didn't know what was going on, and that you've been acting weird. And so this is the bones of the guy that was wearing this?
Yeah. See, I'm tempted to let Vinny here just keep wearing it, and maybe after a while his bones will turn into this. Vito. We can sell those too.
Vito. I'm Vito. Vinny is the other one.
Whatever.
Well, unfortunately for your scalping efforts, Vito's actually got a brain in his skull. Just because he's not that good at using it, don't mean shit. It's what happens when somebody misattunes to a dark type artifact. Usually, somebody whose brain's been addled, who is someone who's lost their mind beforehand.
Victor just slowly starts flicking off Misha as he sinks back into his seat.
I will eat that finger.
I wouldn't recommend eating any of them right now because of what he's attuned. Because this is an artifact, and even non-sentient artifacts are pretty much sentient, and no magic items. And when a magic item, when you have to attune to something, you're spending time with it, and I'm guessing you haven't taken it off since putting it on.
Perhaps. I don't think I can, if I'm being really honest with you.
You want to?
I would love to.
All right.
I felt this tired. I took a chunk out of my arm. This is the worst feeling I've had in a very long time, Pops. And I got shot through the mouth, Pops. You were there.
Funny as fuck, too.
Yeah, Tony's just chuckling at the mention. All right. He snaps.
You did it.
And potato. He snaps and he keeps his thumb forward, and off of his thumbnail appears like, an image of somebody. Someone you guys don't know, someone nondescript. He says, "Hey, go get Gregory and let him know I'm sending you." No, not the Greg you know. Not Greg. Gregory.
Gregory.
You don't know him. You don't know him. Different Gregory. He's new.
But
go let Gregory know I'm sending Vito and company his way. So I'm considering considering that you kept his bones, did you keep his skull?
Yeah,
We
we
did.
did.
Did you leave the
Pluto.
flesh on his skull?
Unfortunately, it dissolved off of it.
No, it didn't.
It didn't?
No, you cut off his head and then dissolved the rest of his flesh. Because you knew you
because we
needed
a way to
the head
identify him.
intact.
We
You
needed
need
a
the
way
head
to identify him,
identifiable.
so we could get the rewards money for it.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, and I'm just mind if I take a look?
Not at all, Pops.
And when you hand him that head, he looks his ego. He's a little distraught, like, "Ah, Shia, you fucking idiot." And he basically like holds it up by the hairs, like, and he's shaking it like you would like someone, you know, like when you're shaking someone that you're shaking down, like, "You piece of shit, you fucking idiot." I knew him when he was still a person. That was far before he would have put on that crown. But
I shot his hatchet out of his hand. It was funny. And I also got this dagger.
oh, those are nice. Those are cool. But you should hold on to those because I'm sure a fairy will go. I'm sure you'll have to fight a fairy at some point.
Wink.
Wink. Epic foreshadowing.
Epic foreshadowing.
You're doing things that will Interesting, very interesting. Sorry if I'm a little lost in thought. You know, it's I'm just thinking, whose crown could that be? I know. That's the Undying Queen's crown, isn't it? Remember those?
Yeah.
Remember those ghost stories I used to tell you about the Undying Queen?
Yeah. She's a real bitch based off of a tiara.
Oh, she, from what I read, she was.
Based off of the feeling her tiara is giving me, I ain't really liking that.
She was rather particular. I'll say that much.
Not very appreciative.
It takes a particular kind to become a lich. Though I do think I might have gone down that path if not for
The whole
being a
you
vampire,
being- the whole being 10,000, but you look like you're
I'm not
nowhere
10,000.
near 100.
Listen. I'm not a day over 110. All right. Wait. How old are you? 40, right?
I'm 40, Pop.
Yeah. Then I'm
42.
110. Yeah, I was 68 when you were born, so now I'm 110.
You've been 110 for 30 years, Pops.
No, I haven't. Have I? No. No.
Yeah.
As much as I'm relishing this family reunion, is there any point to this this Undying Queen?
She used to be the Dark Grandmaster, but going toe to toe with the crab isn't exactly the best idea.
You see Misha's eyes.
Crab man.
She went toe to toe with the crab.
Yeah. Oh damn! I wish I was there. That would have been hilarious to watch.
Pops, you know damn well that the crab would have absolutely rocked your shit if he got his hands on you.
Oh yeah, damn, he limb from limb. If he could get his hands on me.
Anyone with
He's,
the balls to even stand in the same room as him deserves fucking respect.
Oh, she deserves a little more than respect. She was a menace. I think I've seen the crab one time, and he's got this long scar down his back, and that crown is what that. And she used her crown sort of as like an impromptu. The story goes that she In the middle of that fight, she got behind him, took her crown off, and ran it down his back, like some sort of, it's like some sort of dying animal trying to get the killing blow as quickly as possible. And because of how potent the energy was, it left a permanent scar. That's the only scar on his body. And rumor has it he hates when you bring it up.
I'm wearing something that actually left a mark on the crab.
Yeah, so don't go to any crab strongholds wearing that crown.
Any crab strongholds? Yeah.
No. I mean Carcinea. Don't go to Carcinea.
Do we have any reason to go to Castanea?
Not yet.
Crustacea. Sorry, Crustacea.
Do we have any reason to go to Crustacea?
The name sounds familiar.
Like
So
at all?
maybe.
It's the only city in the north. The only cities with ports that can withstand the river, the Great Salt River, and launch ships to and from the Barren Lands are crab strongholds. But Gregory can take that off you.
Honestly, I don't think it's the right
Can I have it?
paddle set for me. Vinny, you want to wear it? You'll probably eat people.
That's okay.
I mean,
Everything has a cost.
If it turns you into a cannibal, do you have to eat the things that are of your species?
no. Okay. I no, because otherwise it would make this a very difficult item to use, because you would have to like check what race something is before you eat it. What I wrote in the description, it's in my notes, so you won't see it in the description. Where is it?
It's just anything with a living heartbeat, right?
No, something that was sentient by its own might in life. So something that would. So he could actually. So Vito could, whoever's got the crown could actually eat pieces of Misha
Hey, no, fuck you.
to
Nobody's eating
satisfy
Misha.
it.
I am pretty hungry right now.
Bitch, no, fuck you. I will knock your ass out. We already know who's gonna win a fight between you and me.
I'm not going for guns. I'm going for a bite. You can regenerate it.
That is besides the point.
I wouldn't recommend eating people you intend on keeping alive. That's not exact. Did you take a bite of yourself, Vito?
I did indeed take a bite of myself.
God damn it.
Well, there wasn't anybody else around. I wasn't going to eat the face of the guy who we need to turn in his head for money.
Oh no, you definitely should not have eaten him. Like unless you're Misha, you shouldn't be eating anything that crown has touched.
So, well, it touched me, and I ate part of myself.
And we're gonna see what happens to people. We're gonna see what happens. This is this kind of magic that leaves permanent scars on things that can't be scarred.
So,
Like,
kind of worried for my arm now because I took a good chunk out of that bitch.
did you at least go with your offhand?
Did I go with my offhand? I'm ambidextrous though. Doesn't matter.
Right? Yeah, I forgot about that. It's easy to forget that. I always remember when people are left-handed, because I'm left-handed.
Perhaps I had to shoot 2 guns out of 2 hands. I had to be ambidextrous.
What are you talking about? No, you just have to be dexterous.
I have to be ambidextrous because if I want good aim with both, man.
Well, I'm sure it helps.
Perhaps am I gonna lose a chunk of my arm?
I don't think so. So this is actually this is really old stuff, and old stuff tends to get complicated, especially stuff that's been out of the public eye for so long. Like, the last time I even heard of this thing existing was back when the Heroes Association was actually founded, and they was founded in part to destroy artifacts like this one. And they sent a group of and this was before they took an anti-crime stance. This is before their anti-crime stance, so I was able to actually, hear about their doings without getting my ass on a chopping, without having to murder a bunch of people to not get myself murdered,
We're part of the Villains Guild. I think murdering is part of the job.
Murdering is part of the job, but I'd rather kill people on my own terms.
But we're villains. That's what we do.
Right, we kill people, but it's much more fun when you're on your own terms.
It is.
Isn't the whole job of being a villain like everything's on your terms?
Well,
you've got a point. You've got a point, and I don't feel like going into a debate. But as I was saying, the first thing they did was send a group of heroes, a group of their little fledgling heroes, to go and destroy this. I can see that they failed. I bet. Oh, what was he? Either Shia was in that group or he was tailing that group. And for Misha, this actually does play the card of setting. He's Misha would immediately know that Tony's
goddamn Jack.
more old. Misha now knows that Tony's older than he says he is, because the Heroes Guild has been around. Because you would have known the history a little bit, and the Heroes Guild has been around for 400 years. And he's speaking of this like it was something that happened last year. He's giving you a first-hand account.
Yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut. Man wants to keep his age a secret. That's none of my business.
Victor leans over to Misha. I told you he was old as fucking dust.
So he's not like protecting his age in that way. He's just being coy about it. Sort of how
everyone's mom is 29 up until they're 40.
Yeah, like exactly like that. The coolness of basically the same logic as you don't ask a lady her age, you don't ask a vampire his age.
I don't know, if I were a vampire, I'd be going around using my age as a fucking trophy. Be like, oh yeah, I'm 1,432 years old. I've seen shit you can't possibly imagine. Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
I'm sure I've talked your ears off enough. You want to go see Gregory and see about and I would recommend. I know Shia had a bounty on his head, and part of that bounty was to turn in the crown.
Yeah,
Not turning in the crown.
How are we
for the
going
love
to
of
carry
fucking
this thing?
God.
How are we going to carry this thing once we get it off his head?
Don't
With
worry,
it on
I'll
my
just
head.
I'll just
He
put
won't
it
walk.
on my head again, and then we could carry it. Wait, nah, because then
You'd have to bring Gregory with you, and Gregory doesn't like going places.
Gregory seems like he doesn't like going places by that name.
Yeah.
Gregory. Vanessa's
How are we
a
going to
6
carry it?
at
I
best.
want 6.
Success.
Gregory,
Um,
no. Vanessa's like a 6 at best.
And he sends you guys into town to go see. Oh god, it made his token weight so big.
Is that Rasputin?
Yes.
Raw, excuse me. Raw, Rasputin.
Lover of the Russian queen.
Yes.
He had a cat that really. Oh, it's Grigori. Grigori.
Grigori.
Grigori.
I'm nicknaming him GG. Oh wait, Pops. One more thing.
Yeah.
The gopher really helped us out on this one.
Did he tell you to put in a good word with me?
He did tell me to put in a good word with you. You didn't hear that from me though.
Who else would I have heard it from? Have fun.
I don't know.
And if none of you want to be wearing that thing, let him know before he takes it off. Because what he's gonna do, he's gonna take it off of you and immediately put it on somebody else. Because that's the type of
Put it
thing
on
where if
Misha.
that's the kind of thing where if you're holding it, because he'll know and I know if you're holding it, it wants you to put it on. It wants to be worn. It misses Andara.
Couldn't we just like wrap it in a cloth and drag it along?
Yeah, but Gregory will have a solution where you can put it in a bag, where you can carry it normally instead of dragging it along like a kid with his cart. Kid with his little wake.
Victor looks up at the crown. I am not your owner. Never have been. I do not have
You see
magic.
this shit? He's talking to it now.
Nah, he's
Watch
always been like
it.
that. He's always been like that. I gave him a talking
Misha,
sword for his 10th. I gave him a talking sword for his 10th birthday. It took him 3 weeks to realize he could only say like 10 things.
Misha, I have talked to my guns before. What about this surprise?
Well, hold on. That's normal. That's normal. Every gun nut talks to their guns. That's just listen, Vito. I would be concerned if you didn't talk to your guns.
Hell, I'm pretty sure I heard Misha coming up with nicknames in her bedroom as I was walking past for her fists.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, lies and just
you peanut butter
shit.
and you jelly, and then I can say, "You ready for a PB and J?" I heard that.
No, you didn't. Those words never left my mouth. I swear to God, I'm gonna deck you so hard you'll think you're on a ship.
all right. Vito, roll deception.
Decent deception.
And everyone roll insight. So Vincent and Pluto roll insight.
No fair.
Okay.
He's got a +7 to deception.
Too bad this.
Ooh, Pluto believes it.
That's
Why did you roll
intimidation.
intimidation?
I rolled insight. I'm on my phone. There we go. Why?
Ah, Vincent believes
The
it
bonus
too.
let's see. I'll actually have Tony roll. I'll have Tony roll.
We both know Tony's gonna pass this shit.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
But Tony's laughing along with you. Yeah, well, I'm sure that was just a birthday.
Katie, what are you asking?
What are we believing?
Oh,
Oh,
Victor just said, "Yeah, I heard Misha coming up with nicknames for a fish. He was like, I'm gonna call this one peanut butter and this one jelly, and then I could go into fight saying, I can give you a real PB and J now." And
Yeah.
Victor just made that happen.
Pluto doesn't need to be fooled. She 100 truly believes it, just because she wants to believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I've nicknamed my fish Lies and Deceit, and I'm sure you've come up with more serious nicknames for your fists, Misha, as any respectable bare knuckle fighter would.
Victor is just laughing in the corner.
Vito, if you keep giving her shit like that, she's gonna eat you, and I'm not gonna stop her. Bop!
Just deck him in the fucking nose.
So, anyways, onto Gregory, and you're sent to basically just in the town, right? He's just each of these squares is like 120, so 250 feet. So it's like it's not far. It's like about a quarter mile. Why no, not a quarter. Yeah, about a tenth of a mile into town. And this town isn't all that big. It's noticeably less big than the Black City because it doesn't have that same nighttime phenomenon. Similar, but you can tell that there's some light that. Well, those among you who are astrology nerds, which would be Pluto, would know that at nighttime. Well, I guess Vincent would also have reason to. Vincent would also have a background involving astrology because he's a pirate captain. Were you captain?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Water. Delicious.
He was captain of the No Name. So he would also be able to tell that there's a little bit of light pollution going on. But, Pluto is like one with the stars, whereas Vincent would have used them for navigation. And you go to, and it's still raining, and like as you guys leave the guild commons, Tony walks back to that spot in the road and goes back to enjoying the rain, just the same way he did before. And Victor would know that this is something that he totally does every time it rains.
And Victor would have come up with a joke. Pops, if you stand out there too long, you're gonna catch a cold.
I wish I could catch cold. Sometimes being immortal sucks.
If you want, I could give you the crown. It's as bad as one.
I'm just gonna grab Victor at this point and start dragging him.
You would what strength?
Bitch, watch me. All right.
Anyways, it's a short walk. It's probably it's what is that, like a quarter mile? A little less than somewhere between a fifth and a quarter of a mile.
It's about a 10-15 minute walk.
Yeah, and you can notice that everybody's inside. Everybody's inside, staying out of the rain because it's not particularly heavy, but it's not like a mist. It's heavy enough that if you're outside for too long, you're gonna get soaked.
I'm singing in the rain.
And as you approach, you know, Tony would have given you directions. And as you approach your destination, in the front there you see it's a wood hut. Most of the town, most of the homes in this town, or at least the ones you passed, were constructed with bricks, with mortar and cement, with mud, with more permanent materials. This is just a little shack made of wood. And sitting in the front lawn with an umbrella, it's just sitting under an umbrella with a fire going just outside of the umbrella, so that umbrella doesn't fill with smoke. Is a rather plainly dressed man with sort of a his hair is black, his beard is black, he's got a semi long. His beard is long and it's kind of unkempt. His hair is similarly unkempt. This is a guy who looks like he's desperately in need of a bath.
Great. Another crazy person who thinks rain is acceptable weather.
What are you talking
Victor
about?
looks over.
I am
Victor
using
looks
an
over
umbrella.
at Misha, like slowly, like another crazy person who thinks rain is acceptable weather. The vampire slowly looks over to the ooze.
And as you approach, he stands up, and you can see that he's even taller than Tony. He's probably around 6'4", 6'5".
Wow.
And he sort of like he has one. He raises his hand like he had it in his token and greeting. You are the Suckleblade. You're the ones Tony sent, yes?
I am Tony's son, yes.
You said something about Andara's crown?
It's on my head.
That it is. And you want it off your head, yes?
I would like it off my head immediately.
And whose head is it going to?
It would be going to, and he grabs Vinny by the shoulder. It would be going over to this guy right here.
No.
Alright.
We are attempting to get this thing sold.
No, we are not.
Yes, just hand this powerful artifact over. It's like handing a nuclear bomb over to
Look,
it's
if
like handing
somebody
an
else
arm
wants to
to-
end up a fucking cannibal, that is not my problem. But right now, it is not helpful to anyone here.
I mean,
That's what you think.
I just think it wasn't placed on the correct head of a party member. Like, I don't think it was supposed to go to me or you. I think it was supposed to go to one of those two. Because
It's mine.
Because I don't cast spells.
Fine.
Let's
Were
be
you
honest.
just-
But leave me out of the decision-making process for this. I want nothing to do with it.
We already made the decision making. We already had the decision making process. Vinny said he wanted it. I'm giving it to him. Please get this off my head.
Yes, this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Could you make it hurt just a little bit extra?
No.
I could punch him in the stomach afterwards.
No, actually, I prefer electrocution.
That's kind of kinky, and this is medicine,
That was the
not
point.
sex.
That was the point. Sigmund Freud would disagree with that.
He stretches his arms out in a praise the sun, in the praise the sun gesture,
Polaris?
and you see his hands begin to shine, golden yellow light, and he basically slams them down onto the makeshift horns of the crown, screams something in a tongue none of you understand, and pop, it comes off of Fido's head and immediately goes onto Vinny's. And when he takes his hands off it, he is just shaking. And he looks absolutely shocked. Okay. That's the strongest thing I've done that to.
I really appreciate that.
And
I really do.
as soon as it comes off of Vito's head, Vito feels a little better. He goes back to how he was before he had the crown on. His arm aches. Except his arm aches. His arms ache in the spots where he bit them.
Ow.
And now, I'm sure you were here for this last time, but I'm going to say it again. Immediately after donning the crown, the immediate thought in Vincent's head is, oh shit, I can't take this off. And
Okay, Vincent doesn't want to take it off.
So Vincent, I'm going to take a look at your scores, and I'm going to add this as an item to your sheet because it does affect an ability. Undying Queen. And it would just be under mods, right? Mods. Looks like it will bring your Constitution to 18.
Yeah.
Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Which means your hit point maximum with
Power of the sun. In the palm of my hand.
Okay, that gives you an additional 6 hit points. And while your bones feel tougher, the rest of you doesn't. Your skin becomes, I guess, even paler than before because I guess you would have had a little bit of like a sailor's tan. But now
a little bit.
But you go from regular pale to paper pale to Vinny pale to Vito pale.
Hey.
And there's a peel under your eyes, and your clothes kind of feel stuffy. It's raining, but it's not particularly cold, so you feel stuffy. And the rest of it is like, and your thoughts immediately begin like racing, and some of them kind of overlap.
Mm.
Victor gives a quick salute to the crown. It was nice working with you.
And I had time enough to brew a singular potion. And he hands Vincent a potion. If ever you wish to take that off, what you should do is drink this, and immediately, like you should have one when you drink this, you should have one hand drinking it and another hand on the crown, and you should as quickly as you can take it off and throw it, so that when the potion wears away, you are not touching it, because this crown will force you to put it on. If I did not have your head to put it onto, it would have been very likely that it would have ended up on mine.
Oh. Okay. I keep that in mind.
All right. So even though I had 2 weeks to do prep, I just totally blanked for 2 weeks, and this is about as far as I got.
Oh,
Honestly,
I know it's a little bit of a shorter session.
not even mad about it. I got that thing off of my head. I'm
Yes.
happy.
And we're gonna end it here. And I will hopefully have more prepared for next time. And now we are entering. And you noticed something you would have. You haven't ended recording yet, have you?
Not yet.
All right. Something each of you would have noticed as you came in is that on like you're going through the main gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Next session is Easter. Do I even do anything for Easter? No, I don't. Anyways,
Focus there.
yeah, the two pillars of the main gate. The main gate was open. Like there isn't like, it's got a reverse portcullis. So like it's instead of going down, it goes up to close.
Mm-hmm.
And on the two pillars of the main gate would be a spade on each, as like with the playing card, which was sort of the insignia of spade, part of the name. It goes with the name, is what he would have always told Misha. If he, is what he would have told Misha if she had ever asked why he used a spade for his insignia.
Already
And with
feeling
that,
uneasy here.
yes, this town is almost under his watchful eye. Drug kingpin Anthony von Bosen was able to just stand in the middle of the road, just out within eye shot, within sight of town and the main guards, and both not be recognized and not be attacked. But that is proper end of session. I'm just spitballing until you end the recording.
No, well, I can cut it right here.
All right.